What's good with YouTube? You already know Big Flocka with a convict's perspective, and I'm gonna smash, dash, and slide on through with that little bit of energy. What's cracking, people? Hope everybody had a positive, productive weekend. Let's start the weekday off, man. Pushing, pulling, striving, man, and being an inspiration every day. So check it out, man. Before we go any further, hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all things to help support the channel. Hit that bell notification for future raw, real content, man. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're gonna be talking about prison workouts. As well as we're going to go more into about the Norteño's máquina, which means machine, okay? Now, prison workouts, man, let's be straight up, man. In the beginning, when I first hit the system, they still had weights. They were just about taking them out at that time, okay? So a lot of the exercises that we've done throughout the years have been mainly máquina, machine, burpees, calisthenics, right? Before I went to prison, right, I started to get abreast of what burpees were. I used to go out there with some of the old timers. We used to do what you call, we do a machine, and it would be one up, one down, right? Seesaw fashion, right? So I get to really build up my wind where I wanted it to be, but I started to learn a whole lot about different burpees, like 6 counts down, 1 push-up up, 8 counts down, 2 push-ups up, 10 counts, which is 2 types of 10 counts. 1 push-up, kick in, push-up up, or down, 3 push-ups, all the way up to 22. Now, one of the most popular burpees for the Norteños to do is usually the 22 count burpee, which is down, 5 push-ups, 5 kicks up, okay? In between, you have different types of calisthenics, jumping jacks. Jumping jacks is really one of the most important exercises, I think, when you're locked up to get your wind up, man, because, I mean, try doing 1,000 jumping jacks straight and tell me how you feel afterwards, okay? It takes a while, man, but you get your blood pumping, you get your wind going, man. Now, when I first hit prison, right, I was doing my burpees. I thought that was cool, right? I ended up in the oil within like about a month or 2, right? And the machine is a little bit different. It's just not the workout. It's the discipline. It's the awareness. It's the security. It's everything put forth in a unified fashion to promote unity, security, discipline. You know what I'm saying? Those are the main focus, and to promote the same equal level of awareness and show respect. So on a máquina, okay, when you get to a yard, particularly in oil, most machines are going to be done either on the yard, right, in the oil, or from the cell in the oil. Now, the main line, you're not going to be out there like 10, 12 deep doing exercises, man. It's just not going to happen. You may have a couple homeboys that go to the corner, they do their burpees, they do a seesaw, or they have a post that watches them or whatnot. Now, on an oil yard, you're usually out there with the Africanos, right? And so what ends up happening is you line up in a perimeter. I mean, you line up in rows, right? Everybody, and you're gonna have a machine coordinator. He's gonna be calling the cadence. Okay, he's gonna fire it up. Machine is now in motion. To my brown brothers, buenos dias, buenos dias. To my African brothers, and Jay Masabui. Everybody gets on track, you know. And most of the oils I was in, we didn't do calisthenics. You know, we did all burpee routines. So we normally would warm up with about 100 jumping jacks. Bam. And everything is in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Machine coordinator gets the in count, you get the out count. Okay. At the conclusion of, you know, the warm up, he's going to call every exercise. You know what I mean? He may want to do probably about 500 push-ups, 500 kicks is what you try to shoot for. And basically you would have 2 weeks to get up to par anytime you came into any facility. You know, now the whole purpose is to have your wind, your stamina, and your strength ready to go when you got to those yards, man. So you're ready to get busy. Because when you're in a prison yard, you know, everybody knows when you get in fights on the streets and whatnot, most fights are going to last anywhere from like 20 to 45 seconds, man. Maybe a minute, and that's a long time. In a prison riot, you could be out there fighting for about 5 to 10 minutes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it could get really chaotic, and you really have to have your stamina up. I think doing the burpees also helps you get up if you fall down or something like that, as well as if the gunner tells you to get down and everybody gets down. If someone gets back up, you're able to push back up, bam, and get busy. You know, and it's you know, in the whole, it's about getting everybody up to the same par. You know what I'm saying? I've seen dudes come in that weighed about like 500 pounds. No, not no 500 pounds, but like 300 pounds literally. And they drop that weight fast and they're up to par real quick. You'd be surprised, man. But that's mainly the main exercises that we do when we're in the oil. You know what I'm saying? You could do a 7-on-7, 7 calisthenics, 7 burpees. That's kind of an easy routine. But whatever it is, man, as long as your win's up to par, that's all that matters, man, is that you're doing something to maintain some type of level of physical appearance. Bond number 8 is one of the keys to this. And that explains you taking to well regard your physical well-being. You know what I'm saying? And doing burpees is going to keep you strong. And it's also going to keep your mental state strong as well. So my first experience when I hit the yard, shit, man, we went out there, man. These dudes were doing fucking hella burpees. 108 counts, bam, 110 counts, bam, 114 counts, you know? And fuck, man, you know, I just couldn't understand how these dudes could do so many burpees and how me and Persian from 12th Street and Steve from Gilas and Littles from Soho, we all went to the oil together for getting off. And so we were like fucking, within 2 weeks, we were in the fucking discipline machine. So where we had to do extra machine. We told ourselves, nah, fuck that. If we have to push our way through, we have to push our way through. And finally, next yard, we fucking pushed our way through. And I remember fucking Persian, man, from 12th Street started singing that song, I'm so proud to be. Because he was excited that we finished those burpees, man. And see, after a while, man, you know, when I was in the oil going through my validation purposes, I was single cell. So I was doing nothing but burpees. I would do a burpee routine with the homeboys. And afterwards, I'd do a whole bunch of burpees by myself, man. So you get up to par. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Sureños and whites, they do what you call a routine or rutina. It's kind of almost like the Norteños and Africanos machine or máquina, you know, and they go through a similar type of procedure. They have someone who has a cadence, and they get the out count. The difference is when we do our yards, anytime that we're in a position to where our security can't be focused upon, we have posts everywhere. So while you're doing machine, you're going to have posts everywhere throughout the yard, posting up, watching, making sure nobody does a movida or not. And those guys are going to know if anybody was sanctioned to do a removal because they're probably going to be the ones that are going to partake in it. See, I've never seen them ever move on anybody during the machine. Okay. Now, in Quentin, we used to march and run laps. So we used to get in line and they would tell you to get a brown brother and a black brother to be side by side. And it was to promote unity within black and brown. And we would stomp. We'd literally stomp, walk a couple laps like we were marching, and then we'd get into our fucking run routine. We'd run a couple laps, and they'd be just doing different cadences like fired up, and then we go fired up. Can't stop, won't stop, will not be stopped. Whose house? Our house. Who says? We say. And the whole fucking San Quentin yard would be fucking full. You know, DVI, same thing. We call it 4 yard. You know what I'm saying? We would do the same thing out there. The same type of fucking posts and máquinas. There's never been an oil where we don't apply the same type of procedures, right? And same thing when we're in the cell. And so for Norteños, it's mandatory that you work out at least 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And usually I think about 2 or 3 of those are going to have in-house if you're in the hole. Even if you're on the main line, you're supposed to work out. Now, other things that you can do in a prison workout besides the máquina, okay, is water bag. Water bag is real fucking important too to get your strength up and bar work. Do them dips, do them pull-ups and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You used to get a water bag. What you do is you wrap it up, you put hella water in it. You know what I'm saying? We used to try to measure so we could guess how much weight we're lifting. When you put the bag, you get like a 50-pound bag, you put it inside a shirt, and you take a string to tighten the bottom so it doesn't fall out. We used to roll up a newspaper, hella like a bar, right, or a magazine, and that would be your fucking thing to curl it with. You could also just use the sleeves from the shirt to just do it too, right? But you can do all routines, bam, you know what I'm saying, bam, you know what I'm saying, bam, all that shit works with a water bag, and you're lifting up, you're working out every different area. Now you could also put books, like in a shoe, you don't always have access to a water bag. So what you do is you get your magazines, you stack them, and then you fucking take a string and you do a little tie it both crisscross to where now you have books that weigh a lot, and you put them into a thing. Or we used to take the books like this and put them against the wall, bam, put them in a bag, same fucking thing, workout. You can also do things like back arms, where you put your hands against the toilet and you come down like this, or against your bed where you play like this and you go like this. So there's different ways in which to work out when you're in prison. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's working out. They call it getting your money. Everybody's getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to be prepared, because you never know what's going to happen if that door pops open. You know, so therefore you're always on guard and you're always ready for whatever issues that are going to happen. You know, if everybody was just relaxing, not working out, next thing you know, you go out to the yard and shit kicks off and everybody's not to party, you're going to get fucking mollywopped. You know what I'm saying? But if you've been working out and you stay fit and you got your win, you're going to be able to go the distance. Now, everybody does all kinds of other different routines, man. And like I said, for the Sureños and Woods, white man, whatever you want to call them, AB, NLR, they like to do what you call Navy SEALs, which is basically you go down, push-up position, you do a push-up, knee to chest, push-up, knee to chest, push-up, up, one. It's actually a pretty good workout. You know what I'm saying? And the knees, when you're doing the knee to chest like that, you're building your fucking shoulders. See, the burpees work out pretty much almost every position of your body, except for really your biceps. So that's why you get a water bag to do your curls. Or if, like, say you're in San Quentin where you have bars, you would take your towel and you'd wrap it around the thing. And then you come like this, and you put your legs like this at a 45-degree angle, and you pull yourself up. Boom. So there's all kinds of different ways in which to get your workout on, man. And, you know, the machine, like I said, man, for the Nortenos, it's going to consist of probably about 350 to 500 burpees, which is push-ups, kicks. It's not to be a fucking long, dragged-out workout. It's basically to be a wind check and to promote unity, security, and discipline. Those are all its key components of why they do a machine. Like they said, when a well-oiled machine is put together, it runs smoothly. So any sign of someone like that's out there, like being a distraction or not doing the burpees or not getting in tune with the count, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get disciplined for it, man. Now, sometimes we do it in Nawa, like say, ome, eri, nawi, makuili, chikwase, you know what I mean? Those are all Nawa words. And we never skip the 13. You know what I mean? When you get around some Sureños in some locations, they'll skip the 14. But for us, we just did the 13. You know, it wasn't like we were really trying to fucking be disrespectful or doing that on purpose, man. And this is the extent of what prison workouts are. You know, whatever's going to help you stay fit, you know, you're going to find a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need weights. You don't need all that. It's going to help if you're trying to build mass. But if you want to be prepared in prison, you know what I'm saying, doing burpees, doing calisthenics, push-ups, whatnot, those are going to be key to maintaining your fucking physical stature. Now, the hardest workout I ever did was the Brown Eagle, which was this exercise was crazy. Push-up position the whole time. They call it in 25s, basically. 25 die series, which is die series burpees. When you're in push-up position, you do a push-up and you kick your legs in, bam, push-up. They can call that mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, you're down in the position, and then you put your knee like this, and you're going, all build shoulders. 25 push-ups or 25 kick-ins. Those are the 4 exercises that they call during the Brown Eagle. You're in push-up position all the way up to a fucking 1,000. Not many people could do it. I'll be straight up. I had to get up like probably 3 or 4 times and start running. It's that difficult. You know, and some people gauge their burpees based upon what they could do on a seesaw fashion. I used to be like that when I was younger. I thought I was cool doing burpees. This is what you do in prison. But you're going to learn when you get to prison, it's just straight up, down, up, down, up, down. And the smaller, skinnier fellas always have an easier time than the tall guys. Tall guys, we struggle. Like literally. In San Quentin, it was hard for me to do burpees. I had to do diamond push-up burpees because fucking your cell is like this. Your bed's right here and the wall's right here. You have this much space so I'd have to be like this. Or I'd have to just do push-ups. And what I would do is I'd run in place in the cell and then make sure that I was up to par when I got out to yard. Anyways, this is a little bit about, you know, the prison workouts, the different ones, what they label it, different types of styles. You know, at any event, everybody's going to get their money. They're going to work out, maintain some type of physical presence because war can kick off at any time, man. With that said, it's your boy Flacco, Convict's Perspective. I'm out.